I'm the only one who's been to prison, who's been stabbed multiple times, who's been involved in criminality. My whole family, the rest of my family is all pretty much straight. You get me?
How does that come about? Because normally when you're the oldest, you're normally the best child.
Yeah.
You're the role model, and your dad normally gives you this prep talk, like everyone's looking up at you, or you're normally the one getting told off first, and everybody else learns. You know what I mean? So how did that come about?
I think slightly. I think teenage years. I think getting involved in I think it's the environment, you know, bro, mainly. So at home, everything could be sweet at home, but I think when we're left to our own devices, away from home, at school, on the way to school, you know, my dad was always working. My mum had a job as well. So she was a mother and she used to work as well. When we were at school, she had a part-time job. My dad used to work for the Inland Revenue before he set up his own business. So he kind of learned the whole tax thing.
Yeah.
And then he set up a business helping tax dodgers, you get me? And started doing finance, yeah? So it's like, in between that time, you know, because he was obviously working late, whatever, I think you have a lot of time to mess around. And obviously, I think the presence of a man in the house is very important. Yes. You get me? If a man's not there, and if it's just like 4 sons and, you know, a woman's trying to manage 4 kids, it's, you know what I mean? It's easy for you to like slip through the net.
Okay.
You get me? Especially where I might have younger brothers that might need more attention than me. I think it was one of them ones.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, because a lot of people say, why do you keep telling people to be an entrepreneur? Well, I'm not telling people to be an entrepreneur. I'm just telling them you can do your own business. You don't have to get stuck in the system. And the best thing about being an entrepreneur is having the freedom of your time.
100%.
And when you have a family, the first thing you want to do is be present.
Yeah.
You know, because like when you're young, you have all of this belief system. And every single day, somebody's putting a new disk hard drive into you for the belief system.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to be there, then obviously someone else is going to be there for your kids.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sometimes it's no fault of your own. Mum's working, dad's working. They got to put food on the table at the end of the day.
100%, fam.
But if they think outside of the box, does a little course, you know, get their mindset going, you know, you'll be able to get like freedom of your time. And you've set up many businesses to even know that.
Loads. That's why, fortunately, the last 2 years, I've been able in a position where I can stay at home 24 hours a day, not really go out anywhere. Do you get me? Obviously, I think the first few months when my first child was when my missus was pregnant, I was just tying up some loose ends. Since then, I've been at home. Do you know what I'm saying? Pregnancy throughout the whole time, even after they're born, I've been at home. So I've been present.
How do you do that though? Because like when you're an entrepreneur, you're doing business, you're bopping around, every day is different, and the next minute you're at home, boom.
Thing is, for the last, I'd say since I started doing music, I've started outsourcing and sort of delegating a lot of my work.
Okay.
So every business that I run, no matter what it is, I've got people that are doing certain functions.
You're leveraging.
Yeah.
You
so
got
like,
your
I can't do it all on my own, bro. Like me, cool. My job at the moment, I'd say, is I make music because I enjoy it. I make a few hours a day. I might make a beat, write some lyrics. To be fair, the lyrics, I need more inspiration. I need to go out, get on the packet, you know what I mean? A couple days in the town and to get some inspiration. I can't sit at home and write. So I've not been able to really write. But in terms of, you know what I'm saying, at home, in the office, making phone calls, spreadsheets. That's how businesses I run now mostly. And it's like emails, phone calls, spreadsheets, and just a couple of people running around to do the sort of meetings and stuff like that. And I've just been focusing on sort of the content and music.
Do you think, like drugs to get inspired and in that zone to write?
For me, 100%. Okay. I'll be real, fam. Like I don't think I've made any music. I've not made any music sober.
You're joking.
So every song, like the more fucked I was, the better the song was. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, remember my BBC Asian Network freestyle did. This is when I first started rapping. So this is like 2018. And I gained traction quite quickly. I wasn't actually looking to be a musician. It's just something that happened just by chance. So someone took a video of me, my brethren, Shaker, he put it online. That's gone viral.
Okay.
People started adding me. I think I had 200 followers them times, bro. So I wasn't looking to do music. Like I never wanted to do music. Even though I had the talent for it, my friends were telling me for years, yo, bro, you should do music. Like you'll take over the Asian scene because no one's like you. I'm like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'll make money. I don't need to do that. I'd rather stay low key and behind the scenes. But my friend one night, we were just a bit licked. You know what I'm saying?